all boys, and family is very important to me. I've homeschooled for 17 years. I'll be beginning my 18th year this fall. And yes, I'm director of the classical conversations that Jen shared. I believe families are the foundation of this country, and our parental rights are worthy of protection and to be secured because they are being very important. Even though it's on the national level, this isn't really a federal thing, and I'll explain. For more information, though, I do want to just point out to you that parentalrights.org is the website that you can get a rights amendment. Why would we need a constitutional amendment for parental rights? Well, the first of the two main reasons is the threats from the court decisions. And the second one is the possible and probable ratification of the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child. For so many years, the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child has been a threat on and off for years, and I've heard about it because homeschooling will probably be one of the first areas where liberties are lost if that was ratified. But thankfully, the previous administration was not interested in ratifying it, and it hasn't been a major threat. Unfortunately, that's not. Even if the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child did not exist, even if that treaty was not there and was not a threat, we would still be having serious concerns. 80 years ago, the Supreme Court declared that the child is not the mere creature of the state. Those who nurture him and direct his destiny have the right, coupled with the high duty, to recognize and prepare him for additional years ago. The Supreme Court continued this line of reasoning. Quote, "The primary role of the parents in the upbringing of their children is now established beyond debate as an enduring American what's been happening in the court system. This high view of parental rights is being eroded." And there's tons of information on the website quoting and stating all the court decisions that do that. I do not have the time to go into that. Second threat is the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child. President Obama supports this treaty. Hillary Clinton has been an advocate for over 20 years. Barbara Boxer has promised that this treaty will be ratified during this term of Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution expressly declares treaties to be supreme over state law. So people think, well, that's not a big deal, but it is, because virtually all the law in this country dealing with parents and children are on the state. America would be under a binding legal obligation to massively increase its federal spending on children's programs. Have the authority to overrule all parents on any decision concerning the child if they believe that they could make a better decision. They are going after an amendment to the Constitution to establish our parental rights. It follows the pattern of the Bill of Rights. Parental Rights Amendment does not federalize parental rights. It's not just making something on the federal level, but it's constitutionalize, say that one, the parental rights. Only the Constitution can override international treaties. So we need it in the Constitution. And it'll stop all levels of government from invading the family. Because it's a constitutional amendment, doesn't matter what level of government or outside treaty or whatever, to pass an amendment to the Constitution is a big feat. They say it's a long shot, but it is worth fighting for. We would need 290 votes in the House, 67 votes in the Senate, no presidential signature required, yay, majority vote in 38 state legislators. So real quick, how many of you have ever heard of the Parental Rights Amendment? Raise your hand. Okay, so about 3 or 4. People don't know that it's even out there. They don't realize the threat. They don't realize the solution that's out there. And that's why I'm here, to share with you about it. As of this morning, I checked the stats. There's the House Joint Resolution 42 is in the House, and we have 114 congressional co-sponsors. So that's exciting. 114, 290, we're on our way. In the Senate, they just started not too long ago, and so the Senate Joint Resolution 16, we have 3 Senate co-sponsors as well. Parent, even if your children are grown, it's so important that the families of this country continue to keep our parental rights intact. So thank you so much for listening tonight, and God bless you.